Hey, what's up everybody? Dave here from QuickJack, and today we're going to talk about one of our most frequently asked questions. That is, which QuickJack is right for me? To do that, we're going to measure our vehicle, get some information, and plug that into our measuring guide, which can be found at www.quickjack.com. First bit of information you're going to need is the curb weight of your vehicle. The curb weight can be found in your owner's manual, or just go online, search it, you'll be able to find it. Next thing, we're going to need a couple of measurements. The first measurement we're going to need is the tire spread. The tire spread is similar to the wheelbase, but instead of measuring from the hubs, we're going to be measuring from the back of the front tire to the front of the rear tire. We're going to do this measurement just a few inches above the ground to make sure that we're at the outermost parts of the tire. On our Mustang here, we have a measurement of 82 inches. The 82 inches we're going to subtract 2 from, and that'll give us 80 inches. That just gives us a little bit of wiggle room to make sure that the frames are going to be able to fit cleanly underneath and in between the tires. The next measurement we're going to need is the lifting point spread. The lifting point spread is the distance between the lifting points. So let's go ahead and grab that now. Our Mustang here actually has 2 measurements. There is a maximum measurement and a minimum measurement. And what I mean by that is there's actually a front of the lifting point and a back of the lifting point. And if we measure the widest distances between the lifting points, we have a measurement of 54 inches. If we measure the closest distance, we have 49 inches. So that's going to give us a range, a maximum and a minimum, of where we're going to be able to position the QuickJack's rubber blocks when they're actually lifting the vehicle. The last measurement we're going to need is just the clearance. And to do that, we're going to measure from the ground to the lifting point. So here on our Mustang, we've got a ground clearance of 6 3/4 inches. With that information all in mind, we can go to the QuickJack measuring guide and spec sheet and figure out which QuickJack model is going to work best for us. Okay, so we're going to start with the curb weight. The curb weight on our Mustang is just over 3,500 pounds. So we're going to be definitely looking at one of our 5,000 pound capacity models. It's going to be the BL5000 SLX or the BL5000 EXT. Next, we're going to take a look at the tire spread. We measured our tire spread at 80 inches. Looking at the 5000 SLX model, we see the frame length is 70 inches, which means we've got plenty of space to get the frames between the tires. Next question. Are we going to be able to hit the correct lift points? And that's where our lift point spread comes in. We measured our innermost lift points at 49 inches, outermost at 54 inches. So that's the amount of wiggle room we have. Now the trays on the 5000 SLX are between 29.5 inches and 60 inches, which means we're going to have plenty of space to put those blocks in the trays and make sure that we're hitting the right lift points for our Mustang here. Lastly, we have the distance between the ground and the lift point itself. We measured that at 6 3/4 inches, and on the QuickJack BL5000 SLX, collapsed height is 3 inches, which means we've got plenty of space, again, to make sure we can slide it underneath the car. And that's really it. Obviously, the QuickJack BL5000 SLX is a great choice to work with our Mustang, which is why we have it. However, you now have all the tools necessary to go ahead, take these measurements, and figure out exactly which QuickJack model is gonna be best for you. Thanks so much for watching.